Did we create a monster out here in Brent, guys? Is Brent a monster out in these streets, in these cons, calling y'all soft for not mentioning my name? Y'all better put some respect on his name. How are you, Brent? How's it going?
Good. And I didn't say that they're soft that they don't mention your name. I didn't say that. I said that if I mention your name and you think it's okay to accuse someone of not being a fan because I mentioned your name, then yeah, that is kind of soft in my opinion. But if you don't want to mention Henry's name, that's totally fine. I mean, but in terms of if I mention your name and you think it's okay that security comes to me and people like Chrissy accuse me of not being a fan, if that's okay, then that's kind of soft. I'm sorry. So I just want to make clear the record. And then Henry, for you to claim that you never knew that I name dropped your channel, Walter Jones, I had to show you your channel, Henry Resilient. You were talking about Beyonce's mansion, and I mentioned this is Henry Resilient, and he had to ask me, how do I respond to Henry Resilient? Do I need to make a login? So I mentioned your channel to him that time, and you were perfectly excited to talk to him on your channel.
I don't mind you dropping my name, but you have
no, but you said that you didn't know. You weren't aware, but
no, I wasn't aware you consistently name drop my
no,
channel.
and then we went to Orlando. We talked about your channel with Karen Ashley, Walter Jones, and Austin St. John.
Yeah.
So for you to claim that you didn't know that I was name dropping your name at cons,
no.
Come on.
You go to cons plenty of times. I didn't know that every con you go to, my name.
Not every con. Only when people come up to me, like in San Francisco, there was a guy who came up to me, a gentleman who came up to me while I was seeing the Star Wars guests. Two of those guests in which I name dropped you because we were talking about Zachary Taylor McGinnis. So it was never an issue then. You showed clips of me with Daniel Logan. I name drop your name then, and you didn't have an issue then.
I would never have a problem with you dropping my name.
Right, but you said that you weren't aware of it.
I was not aware of the frequency in which you was dropping.
Oh no, but you knew that I was doing it.
Yeah. I knew you.
Yeah. So don't, but not
so like every con though. I'm like, wait, what?
But what you said in your clip, which I had to rewatch after the live because I came in late, you said that you weren't aware that I was name dropping you at all. You weren't aware of that, but I was doing it very consistent, and you knew about it.
All right.
So you can go back, rewatch it.
I think you might be getting caught up on semantics, man. But
okay, semantics, but okay.
Anyway, you did have the best moment in Resilient Army history with your mic drop. How do you feel about holding that title?
That was not intentional because there was a place I was closing 30 minutes before. In 30 minutes, I had to go, and then we went overtime, and then I had the person was calling me. I was supposed to meet someone to do grocery shopping, and then the store was about to close, so I had to hurry it up. So it wasn't like intentional, but I guess if people like it, it's whatever.
All right. Someone has requested we talk about the topics of this stream. Okay. So what do you think about Legend of the White Dragon? Do you think it's coming out?
I would say to set a hard deadline, like if it's not out by next September 2025, then there's going to be serious questions as to, I would say most people would be reasonably believe that it's not coming out. So I would personally give it a deadline of September. His birthday was in September 2025. It's not out by then. Because this project was going on to the beginnings, the first ideas of it was 2019, right? 2018?
It's like 2017, actually.
2017. Okay, the first idea in JDF's mind, like, oh, let's make a movie. Let's start a script. From that moment on till the end product, that should be no more, especially with the budget that he has, it should be no more than 3-4 years. That, in my opinion. But I understand people are going to say the strike, all that kind of stuff. Okay, maybe another 2-3 years. So it should have been out by 2023. Even if he was I would say if he was alive, it should be out by 2023 at the latest. But if it's not out by next September 2025, I think there should be questions as to, is it coming out? People should be legitimately asking themselves that. But
okay. Super chat coming in from one of the show sponsors, Answer 06. He said, wait, is Brent calling Henry a liar? Are you calling me a liar, Brent?
about you said that maybe it's semantics. I don't know. It's up to you. But you said when you're talking about with the I watched the thing with Greek culture, like after it wasn't, I didn't watch it when it was live, but like there's on YouTube, you could watch while it's going live, you could watch the previous second. Yeah. You said that, something about you weren't aware or something about me live, name dropping you. And you were aware at least 1, 2, 3 times.
3 times.
That I was name dropping you.
I've been doing this show for how many years? Well, a little
since
over a year.
2022. I was a day oneer. I was the first one of the first ones to come up, I think. And you were insist on people showing their face, or else they couldn't speak. I remember, and I was like, okay, whatever. And your standards have changed. Clearly, your standards have changed. But
how has my standards changed?
You let that coward. Look, I understand people are going to say, oh my God. And people are going to be like, oh, he's trying to protect his identity. He's a small business. So I get it. But that's kind of the whole, if you're going to talk like that and try to question someone's credibility, I think you should show your face and your voice. That's just my opinion, but maybe people have different opinions.
What if I tell you I saw his face and I heard his voice?
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see it on the channel clearly. It was some AI or something. So that's his right. But I would think that if you're gonna question my credibility, you should put your voice out there.
Okay,
that's my opinion.
What do you think about Greek culture's take of the whole ordeal? Did you see this video?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was very clearly he was not a fan of what I've been saying on your channel. It was very abundantly clear, especially when I met him in person. He made it clear to me that he had disagreements with what I said about with Austin St. John, and it was very clear when I met him. But he felt that he needed to speak out because it seemed like after he heard what this quote unquote coward insider had to say about me, even after he heard what this insider had to say about me, he still felt compelled to speak out. And he said he still felt it was wrong. This guy has stuff going on in his personal life, and he took the time to make that video. And that's very, even after hearing what insider had to say, Greek Culture 101 still took the time to make that video. And I appreciate that a lot because he didn't have to do it. Because honestly, if I say something, I have to stand out on it by myself. But I felt that I was very appreciative of what he had to say, and it was very fair because I think he agreed that I'm overstepping by asking about the actors, about the different actors, about Zachary Taylor McGinnis. I think he thinks that's overstepping. I think he said that in the video. He felt that was overstepping, and that's very fair. We're going to have disagreements there. We're not going to agree, and even despite that disagreement, he still felt compelled to make that video, which really does speak to the treatment I received. And he felt that I downplayed it a little bit. Well, I did because I've dealt with people like that before. It's nothing. People can make accusations all they want. They could, not a big deal. It was wrong, but it wasn't like I still went about the day. I still as normal.
Okay. So all right. Let's keep it going. What do you think about the end of Power Rangers? They're selling off stuff, and what did you do with JDF's suit from the show? I have good sources that you purchased it.
What? No.
Or did you purchase Austin St. John's?
I don't. Those things take up too much space. And am I saying 27,000? That's crazy. No, I would never.
What's the most you would pay?
I wouldn't buy it at all.
What about even if a Trini worn Yellow Ranger suit? How much is that worth to you?
I mean, even then, I wouldn't buy it because what if something happened to it? Like, let's say um, it got damaged. I mean, I wouldn't want that on me. So I probably wouldn't buy it, even if it was worn by Twee.
Okay.
You know, that's just my.
Do you think? Do you think? Well, me and Brent are not doing a goddamn podcast together, guys. Do you think it's truly the end of Power Rangers now, with them announcing that they're selling everything from 1993 all the way up to the present?
Oh, it's tough to say. They did they messed up with not paying the actors well and messing up continuities and replacing people constantly. People are looking for continuity and good storytelling, and that got kind of lost with like the Turbo season, and so that has a domino effect with the later seasons. You can't just put Power Rangers. Some people are going to continue watching, but people are looking for that continuity. Things shows like Friends, they kept going for 10 years, and with Power Rangers, they kept milking it, and the season got, the storytelling might have been lacking. So you can only rely on brand recognition for so long before people tune out. So,
all right. Any last words, or do you want to talk to Rican Ranger? He wants to give you a quote unquote wedgie.
A wedgie?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Do you know
is Rican Ranger the one who's pushing the rise of Rise of Ninjetti? Is he the one is that Rican Ranger?
Yes. Or do you want to talk to Francis? Would you want Francis don't want to talk to you, so don't worry about that. Do you want to talk to Rican Ranger?
I mean, is he gonna? I mean, I don't really. What does he have to say? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think he has anything to say. He's probably high right now. He's looking at the camera like, I'm high. He's ready. He wants to fight you. I don't think it'd be.
Oh, he's probably high. Okay. He might. I thought he was the one that questioned my. No, that was the Angel Pest, right? The one that questioned my credibility because I name dropped HenryResilient. And
hold on, guys. Any questions for Brent? Because I'm gonna drop him down and bring up Francis and then bring up Rican. But we want to know some things about you, Brent. If you don't mind, we got some personal questions. You feel like entertaining some personal questions about you?
Really depends on what it is, because I mean, some questions I won't answer.
All right. Cool. Did you play professional tennis?
Oh my God, you're bringing this up? No, this is college tennis.
Okay. How was your college tennis experience? Because I'm looking at your record.
It was pretty terrible. We had a terrible record, but it was pretty bad.
Were you good? Did you enjoy it?
How was it? It was fine. I mean, nothing special. So.
Nothing special?
All right.
Did you play in high school as well, or did you pick it up in college?
I did.
And someone said, Goddess Div said, don't diss my Angel Pest, Brent. Don't be dissing Angel Pest. So there's that. All right. So Brent did play. Oh, we got Angel Pest back here. Do y'all think y'all can have a productive conversation?
I mean, I can, but if he's the one that questioned my credibility about not name dropping, but as Greek culture mentioned, despite listening to what this quote unquote insider had to say, it was still wrong how it was treated. And many people who I've had numerous disagreements with had said the treatment was foul because
what's up, dude?
Hi.
What's going on?
I wasn't even going to go on until you name called me, Brent.
Okay.
Me and my wife were playing dominoes, watching the stream, and then all of a sudden I got name dropped. So guess what?
Flashback.
Anywho, Angel Pest, what'd you think about your boy Brent going off, calling y'all cowards for not mentioning my names at cons?
You know what? He's just like Jason Lawrence Geiger.
Oh, shit.
He's just like him. He won't learn until there's actual consequences.
Okay.
And you know what that consequence is? He's going to get thrown out of a con.
Ooh.
Absolutely. They're not going to play. I know he, just like Drew said, he's playing in his own little world where he thinks that there's no consequence, that his money and the amount of dollars that he spent gives him some sort of extra privilege. It's not. Steve Cardenas already went up to, I think it was Karen, and he straight up told her, hey, this guy is bothering me. He's asking me about Galactic Productions, not just here, everywhere I go. He travels and sees the same people, Henry. He pays for the same autograph.
But that's his money. That's his choice.
That's his money. Fine. Okay, he can do whatever he wants with his money. I'm going to do whatever I want with my money. Look at my wall of crap.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to do what I want with my money. Brent's going to do what he wants with his money. But at the end of the day, how do we move forward? How do we conduct ourselves?
I don't think moving forward, he's going to continue to name drop me if it comes up and deal with whatever consequences, because he's of the belief that it shouldn't be any consequences.
And you and I both know the consequence of that.
Oh,
they're going to kick him out. How many times can you go up to Steve Cardenas and be like, hey, are you still with Galactic Productions? There's other people in line. Not just him. There's other people in line. And they're going to be like, well, what do you mean about Zach Taylor McGinnis?
I went to the cons with him. He typically waits until he's the last person in line. He doesn't.
Yeah, but his interactions are so long. Look at the David Yost situation. Guaranteed he might wait for a little while to be by himself, but his interactions are so long, other people are going to take notice.
Yeah.
Look at the David Yost situation. He's omitting key information, like he showed him the fan word video trying to get a gotcha moment. At the very end, how long was he with David Yost? A very long time. He made him do a whole reenactment of a scene, sign 5 different autographs, and he's still expecting him to give him a 15-minute video. That's not the way it works.
Okay.
That's not the way it works. And so, what I was getting at is he travels. They know his face. Eventually, they're going to all talk. And it's going to get to the point of, think about it with our jobs. Hey, the guy who's harassing me is back. They're not even going to wait a second. The security's just going to be like, look, you're banned.
Perhaps.
And the same thing with Jason Lawrence Geiger. He's not going to learn until he actually goes to jail, or there's actual repercussions to his felony. Right now, he's walking tall.
Yeah.
There are 2 peas in a pod.
Okay, so Angel Pest is of the belief that Brent is going to learn one day. He's going to get kicked out of a con. Okay.
Yeah, and then he's gonna cry and he's gonna come on here. But you know what? Too many times crying wolf. We don't care.
Ooh, we're gonna see. I think a lot of people are gonna care. I'm gonna clip. Now that I'm going to start deleting these Ranger streams and putting up clips, I think a lot of people are going to care.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. All right. Well, thank you, Angel Pest.
End of flashback.
Hi. So yeah, I mentioned your name because you had a super chat where you questioned my credibility was lost because I didn't mention HenryResilient's name.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel, as I mentioned the last stream, and I think I mentioned today, that whether I mention HenryResilient's name or not, that does not. I feel like the treatment that I received is still wrong, in my opinion.
Totally justified. It's totally justified, and the fact that you don't see it means that you haven't changed at all.
Okay, I mean that's if we're going to argue all day, and we can't come to an agreement. That
I really don't care, and that's why I came up, because I wanted to tell you to your face.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, sure.
The fact that you don't see it, dude. Yeah, you name dropped Henry from the beginning because you wanted attention, Brent. All right, you wanted the attention that you couldn't get by yourself.
because Henry's a bigger name. And Henry now is bigger than he was back then when you used to name drop him at the beginning. He's made enemies of Karen Ashley, of Steve Cardenas, Zach Taylor McGinnis. They all know him by face. They all know him by name. So of course things have changed. The situation has changed, Brent. And like I've been telling you from the beginning, you actually travel to different conventions. You actually show your name. You're not just like another person from one state that they'll never see maybe once in a while, like me. Okay? I go to convention maybe once or twice a year. They'll never remember my face unless I have a meaningful conversation like I did with Jason.
Get your
Bott.
money up.
Okay? Let him cook. You, unfortunately, they know because how many autographs do you have of Steve Cardenas?
All right, let's give
no.
Let's
I
give
want
Brent
him to answer that. How many autographs do you have of Steve Cardenas?
All right, let's give Brent like 2 minutes to respond to you, Angel Pest. Go ahead, Brent. You have the floor. Why you look
how many autographs?
Why does Angel Pest look so angry?
So, how many autographs I have is really none of your business.
No, it is relevant. It's totally relevant. How many autographs have you gotten of Steve Cardenas?
All right, let him speak, Angel Pest. He's not going to answer the question if he doesn't want to tell for people to start calculating.
Multiple autographs, but they really for you to ask that question.
I know how many.
That's really none of your business.
All right, that's totally fine. You want to know how many I have of Steve Cardenas? 2.
Okay,
do you know how many I have of Austin St. John? Okay, the better question. How many do you have of Austin St. John?
Again, that's really none of your business.
One, and I'll never get another one again. And I've only had 2 chances. But how many chances have you had to meet Austin St. John that he knows you by face, Brent? That's where I'm trying to get at. Steve Cardenas knows you by face. If he sees you at another convention at another state, he's gonna know you. He's going to tell the convention owner, this guy is harassing me. This guy is asking me questions that I'm not comfortable with. And guess what? They're going to get to you faster than Karen.
That's just the nature of it.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. You're not even going to be able to get close to them. And if Steve Cardenas gets a booth, just like he did with Karen Ashley, you have no chance of going even a step near them.
Are you going to, where are they going to be at? Fan Expo or something? Chicago? Are you going to Fan Expo Chicago, Brent?
I don't think so. When is that? I don't think so, no. I don't plan on going to that one. But if that's the route that Steve Cardenas chooses to take, sure, I totally understand it. That's his right. I've never disputed their right to ban people. I mean, if you guys think that's okay, because I asked him about if he's Representative Zach Taylor McGinnis, we could argue all night. We'll disagree. That's not an issue, and I will continue to do so.
Okay,
like I've done with Barbara Goodson, and we had a great conversation. We went back and forth. She even asked me, how do I feel about Zachary Taylor McGinnis's behavior? And I said it was absolutely disgusting. And she's like, I understand. I agree. So it's just because one ranger.
You asked that one person one time. How many times have you asked Steve Cardenas in different states?
I've asked him one time, and
no, you haven't. You said it multiple times that you went up to him and were like, "Were you part of Galactic Productions? Yes or no?"
No. So I did.
I remember what you said, Brent. You've been to these people and asking them, how many are you with Zach Taylor McGinnis? And
yes, multiple people, absolutely, yeah. And I don't apologize. And if people want to take issue, I've done it with Austin St. John. I've done it with Walter Jones. I've done it with Daniel Logan. I've done it with David Fielding, Barbara Goodson. I can't even remember other people, but there's more.
Let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question. So Brent, basically anyone who you suspect is with Zach Taylor McGinnis, you asked them 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, and if they want to ban me, then I will accept that, and I accept those consequences, because I do not want to support someone who
Brent, that you'll accept the consequences. So don't come on here if you do get banned or escorted out and start crying. Well, I'll remember this day.
Okay, well, Angel.
No,
Pest,
no,
if
I
that
still think
happens,
it's
he's definitely
wrong. I
gonna
think it's wrong.
get platformed.
I think it's wrong, but but I'm not. I'm going to say that they banned me and it's wrong, but it's not surprising. There's a nuance here. Like, do I expect it? Now I do. But do I think it's wrong? Absolutely. And I'll continue to feel that way. And I'll come on here and I'll say, yeah, they banned me. I think it's absolutely wrong, but they have the right to do it. And
guess what?
That's always been clear.
I'll always be here to counter you. Okay.
All
Anytime you have one of your little tantrums, I'll be here.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Angel Pest. All right, cool. That was Angel Pest. What do you think of that? Goddess Div, you up next. I take it you want to talk to Brent.
So these people, they think that being banned because you question about Zachary Taylor McGinnis, especially Steve Cardenas. Correct me if I'm wrong, but was Steve Cardenas considered a friend of JDF's? I correct me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming he was. And I asked him, "Are you involved with Galactic Productions with Zachary Taylor McGinnis?" And you don't have to give me an answer I want to hear. If you take offense to that and you want me banned, then that is a con that is not worth going to. But I've asked about. I grilled Austin St. John about this, and he was taken aback, but he somehow he liked it. Barbara Goodson, we had a great conversation. I went to see. I would travel just to see her, and I asked her, "Are you represented by Zachary Taylor McGinnis?" She said, "Yes, I am." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, Barbara, but I'm not buying from you." And she didn't call security on me. She didn't ask. She didn't say that it was offensive. She said we had a conversation about Zachary Taylor McGinnis, and it was a very good conversation. And despite me not buying anything from her, the next con that she's at, where she's not represented by Zachary Taylor McGinnis, I'll most likely support her. And same with Austin St. John, Tom Kenny. This girl had a mural of SpongeBob SquarePants. She spent months painting this. She went to a con just to see him. And when I told her about Zachary Taylor McGinnis, she's like, "I want a refund. I'm out of here. I want to know if Tom Kenny is still represented by Zachary Taylor McGinnis, and if he is, I am out of here." That's the stand that we as fans we're going to take. Okay. Because whether you like Jason David Frank or not, that behavior is disgusting. And if Angel Pest wants to take issue, if he wants to say that, don't come on here, well, I will always feel that it's wrong to ban someone because you ask them about their booking agents, but they have every right to do so. That is no question. Okay, Goddess and Div, I will stand on that.
What do you think about that, Goddess Div?
Well, I think anytime you call someone out, it's going to be bullshit.
What do you mean?
Anytime. It's going to start a shit show. It's going to start drama. You just don't do it. I ran communities for years. 4 years.
Hold on. Before we go any further, Dust brought up a great point. I want you guys to remember that we told Brent to ask these actors the hard questions. That is a 100% truthful statement.
That's a truthful statement.
We are responsible all for Brent because he goes to these cons. So if Austin St. John is somewhere that I obviously none of us is going to fly to, we say, "Hey, Brent, ask Austin St. John ABC." And what does Brent do? Like a good soldier,
nothing.
He asks the question and he brings back the information. Now, we may not like it, but he definitely asks the question. So Dust is 100% right. All right, but
I don't do it just because Henry, I don't do it because you asked me to. It's just, I take the information on this channel, good or bad, and I make my own decision. Like Zachary Taylor McGinnis, nobody knew about it. Nobody was mentioning it on any other channel except this one. And I thought it was a joke at first, but then you did more digging and it was like, okay, this thing is real and this is bad. As Daniel Logan, he agreed with me. This is absolutely wrong what Zachary Taylor McGinnis did. And if people if people don't like the drama, then I'm sorry. Then you want to ban me. Then I will no longer support you. But the feeling, I guess, is mutual. So I guess it's fair. Even though I think it's wrong, I think it's fair. So, and yeah, you guys were asking me to ask the tough questions. All of a sudden, you guys are taking issue with it when I come back with answers. So
I don't care. I appreciate you asking tough questions. But
but people take issue with it all of a sudden.
Oh, Dust is right. Dust brought up a great point. Then April, don't say I didn't send him to Akshaw. Anything else Goddess did? What else did you want to say? And thank you for sponsoring tonight's stream. And them look like some comfortable ass lazy boys behind you. I see in your background.
Yeah. Well, Pops ain't home. You know what he's doing.
Yeah, he banging. He getting his meat fixed.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to say to
Sorry, Brent, you had to hear that.
Her father.
No, it's fine.
Her mother recently passed, and father has moved on rather quickly. So anything else you want to say to Goddess? Anything else you want to say to Brent, or any questions you have for him, Goddess Div?
Would you ever do an actual sit-down interview with any of these people? An actual official, if you had the opportunity?
Me? With obviously that'd be.
Yeah, whatever happened to the Austin St. John interview that he promised you?
He said he didn't. He said he decided not to do it, which is fine. Which is fine. I mean,
he was supposed to give you the goddamn interview, and then he just
I mean that's fine. I mean, I don't. Unlike what people think, I'm not going to push or insist on people giving me an interview. That's not how I do things. If he wants to give an interview,
you should.
That's the biggest way to drive people away. I respect that.
You should have dangled some carrots
like I said, I've been dealing with communities and, not Power Rangers cons, but, Star Wars. So, I've seen all this shit go down.
Okay.
It's not good.
All right. I see. I think.
Good evening, guys.
All right, guys.
I'm not a complete monster.
Yep. But we can't be talking about Angel Pest in front of Goddess Div. Thank you so much, Goddess Div. All right. And where's your girlfriend Stephanie Dana at? Where's she at?
Oh God.
All right. See you. Peace. All right. Any last words, Brent? I mean, we've brought up everyone who wanted to talk to you except for Reek, and we're gonna save him for last because he's high. He's on the weed right now.
Do it again.
Stay off.
I want to say thank you to Greek Culture 101. Despite our clear differences in terms of how we feel about Austin St. John, and despite that he was a volunteer at the con, the fact that he was willing to make that video, even after hearing what the insider had to say, he still felt compelled. Despite what's going on in his personal life, I just want to say thank you to him because he gave a very fair assessment, in my opinion. He said that he felt I did overstep in terms of questioning Steve Cardenas about Zach, and I feel like that's a very fair thing to say because we may not agree on whether asking Steve Cardenas about Zachary Taylor McGinnis is okay or not, but he felt that the behavior that Christie displayed was so out of line that he felt that I downplayed it, which is interesting because this quote unquote insider felt that I was exaggerating and that I was everything. I deserved all the blame. It speaks a lot to people's integrity. Like he could have done what insider did easily. He could have made a video saying that I was a volunteer. I witnessed. I was right next to Brent when things happened. What Brent's saying is a lie. He could have easily said that, but he had integrity. And same with Stephanie Dana. She could have said that what happened with Karen Ashley didn't happen. Brent's making up stories to create more drama and cause trouble. But she confirmed what I said, and that takes, despite her disagreements with me on this channel, which are very well documented. So whatever happened at Ranger Stop really shows that despite our disagreements, we're able to show true character, unlike the Insider.
All right.
And yeah, that's what I just wanted to say. So thank you,
All
Greek Culture 101.
Thank you. All right.
All right, thank you.
All right, Brent. Peace out. Janara Nelson.